Suddenly one day, two men appeared at my desk and said, "Got a little, I want to say green cards now." It said, "FBI, we'd like to talk to you. Are you Jerry Coley, the Coley at the news that is identified such in a story?" And I said, "I'm Jerry Coley at the Dallas News." He said, "We'd like to talk to you. Somewhere private we can talk." And I said, "We have a small conference room out here in front." So he said, "Let's go." So I went in there, and they said, "We'd like you to tell us about that day." So I started off about Ruby, and they were interested in Ruby and his reaction, my reaction, what happened, and so forth. And finally I said, I'd like to ask you a question. And I said, "Okay." And the other one says, "Well, we're here to ask questions, not to answer." And I said, "Well, I'm very interested in some blood that I saw." He said, "Where?" And I said, "Well, at the top of the steps. In fact, I got a photographer. He made a picture." He said, "Who is the photographer?" And I said, "It's Jim Hood." He said, "Where is he at?" And I said, "He's sitting outside the door here, just down." He said, "Go get him. You get the camera and the film." So I went out and I said, "Jim, the FBI wants to talk to you. He needs your camera, and he needs your positive, and he needs your negative." Jim came in with his camera. He had that negative slide thing, or whatever it was, and the positive print of the blood. Laid it down. He said, "Yeah, boy." He said, "I tasted that, and I'd like to." The guy said, "We're here to talk to you boys." He said, "You got any more prints?" And Jim said, "No, I made one print, not several. I made one shot, one print. This is it." And he took that brown envelope and he slid it back in there, and he took his negative, he put it in there, and he said, "Well, boys, this never happened. This conversation never took place, if you know what I mean." And they got up and they walked out. And Jim and I sat in there, and he said, "Good God, what are we into?" I said, "I don't know, but that's it. I'm through." I said, "I've been threatened. My wife's been threatened." He said, "I don't even talk about this." I said, "I don't either, Jim."